Hello, viewers. Today is Sunday, December 15th, 2024. I'm here to share my thoughts on the second display of the third cricket test match between India and Australia at Brisbane. As you all know, that the first day's play did not have enough action. Most of the day's play were washed out, and Australia started their first innings on the second day with around 29 runs on the board without the loss of any wickets. And the Indian bowlers started off pretty well on day two, and Bumrah was able to get rid of Usman Khawaja very quickly in the morning session. And then he immediately got the other opener, Nathan McSweeney, as well, edging it to the slips. So at that point of time, it looked as though that the Indian fast bowlers can exploit the overcast conditions and the fresh wicket and get additional wickets before lunchtime. That's when Steve Smith joined Levershane, but India was not able to make the breakthrough after that initial two wickets. Levershane, in my view, played very tentatively. He was able to play through those overs, but he was playing and missing, and you did not see the kind of innings that he put together on the in the second innings of the pink ball test in Adelaide. On that particular innings, he was actually covering his off stump very well, and he was leaving the ball, and he was judging the length of the ball quite well. But yesterday, he was actually playing and missing, and also when he was leaving the ball, you could actually see his off stump. So he was not covering the off stump that well than what he had done in the pink ball test. So I think he must have gone back to his original stance or whatever. So he played what I would call as neither there nor here kind of an innings, but he was able to just consume a lot of deliveries. But on the other hand, Steve Smith in this particular innings changed the way he approached this innings. He was making this back and across movement, an exaggerated shuffle, and he was covering the off stump, not just the off stump, you are actually covering even the fourth stump on the offside. He was trying to make the bowlers bowl to him on the stumps. So that paid dividends for him in the sense he was able to pick up some easy singles on the leg side by making this shuffle movement. The Indian bowlers bowled to him on the stumps, and he was able to take some easy singles on the leg side. In fact, majority of his first 50 runs were taken on the leg side using that strategy of just pushing and prodding and then tickling it to the fine leg area. And that's how he scored runs. But he wanted to really prove a point. So he was trying to take his time, and he was trying to just play through the overs. And Levershane and Steve Smith had some mini partnership, but they didn't score a lot of runs at, I think it's around 75 runs on the board. Levershane chased an off volley, and he was caught in the slips by Virat Kohli. Actually, it was Nitish Kumar Reddy who gave the breakthrough after the first two wickets were taken by Bumrah. So in terms of bowling, up to lunch, Bumrah bowled brilliantly, and it's a pity that Indians did not have another Bumrah type of bowler to support him on the other end. In this, Akash Deep bowled very well. He was very unlucky not to have gotten any wickets, but still he bowled little shorter in my view. He should have bowled a little bit more closer. The ideal length in Australia, again, it's going to be in between an off volley and a good length. But Akash Deep was bowling more on the good length. He should have bowled a little closer, and then it would have made a huge difference because he would have gotten a lot more wickets. And then Mohammad Siraj, again, was a huge disappointment to me. Mohammad Siraj is actually a rhythm bowler, but looking at this series, it looks as though that he's not in a good rhythm. He's bowling way too short. He's not able to put on some additional pressure. On the one hand, Bumrah was bowling so beautifully on the one hand. We needed someone like Siraj who's also equally experienced, to bowl a good line and length so that you can maintain the pressure on the other end as well, which he did not do. And that was the reason why the Australians were able to capitalize. And in fact, that was the reason even Levershane was able to play so many overs and take the score up to 75. Otherwise, I think they could have very easily taken a third wicket immediately after Bumrah took the other opener, McSweeney. So, nevertheless, after Labuschagne left, Travis Head joined Steve Smith, and this is where the match turned, in my view. Travis Head, right from ball one, did not look troubled at all. He was middling the ball very well. In fact, only after Travis Head joined Steve Smith got some confidence and he started playing better. So it was Travis Head who made all the difference in that partnership by giving some kind of an encouragement and some kind of confidence to Steve Smith that he can also play some shots. So again, Travis Head played an excellent innings, another 150 plus score against India. And Steve Smith, on the other hand, gave him a good company, and they took the score to 320 odd runs. And then they both scored 100 by then. And just after scoring his 100, Steve Smith got out to Bumrah, uh, chasing a closer length delivery outside the off stump. And then Michelle Marsh joined Travis Head. He did not last long. And then Travis Head got out in the same over that Michelle Marsh got out. At that point, the score was close to around 327 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. It looked as though at that point of time, at least, India could bundle them out by around 350 runs or so. That did not happen because Alex Carey played a good brisk innings. He was looking for his shots and he scored some good boundaries. And he, along with Pat Cummins, added another 50 odd runs before Pat Cummins got out to Mohammad Siraj. So Siraj got 1 wicket, Bumrah got 5 wickets, and Nitish Kumar Reddy got 1 wicket. So, so India tried to bowl Jadeja in between, tried to keep one end tight, but that did not happen. Both Steve Smith and Travis Head got used to the bowlers and they were able to play Jadeja very well by scoring a lot of runs. In fact, Jadeja gave 4.75 runs an over, and that is where I think India lost the plot. And they wanted somebody to just hold one end up and so that they can rotate their fast bowlers. And also they knew that their fourth fast bowler, Nitish Kumar Reddy, is not a real fast bowler. He's a medium pace and he's also a batting all-rounder, not a bowling all-rounder. So India had a disadvantage during that session where Jadeja was bowling with Nitish Kumar Reddy or Akash Deep. So Akash Deep, I felt, was very unlucky, but Siraj did not bowl well. Jadeja did not bowl well. And Nitish Kumar Reddy, at the end of the day, turned out to be a little expensive, but he did give a crucial breakthrough in picking up Labuschagne's wicket. So from a bowling unit perspective, it's a very disappointing day, except for Bumrah. And this is where I'm kind of questioning the bowling coaches. I do not know what they're doing. In fact, it's Morne Mokal, who has played in Australia before, who has been successful in Australia before, and why he is not able to impart the knowledge to tell these youngsters to bowl on the good length. Akash Deep, for the most part, bowled good line, off stump or outside the off stump, but his length was not right, and he should have bowled a little closer than what he had bowled. And I do not know what Moni Molkar was doing with Akash Deep and as well as with Mohammad Siraj. So anyway, with the help of Travis Head and Steve Smith, Australia has gotten to around 405 runs for the loss of 7 wickets, and that's how they're going to start their third day's play. So in my view, I think they will go for some quick runs, and India also has a chance to take the remaining 3 wickets for probably 20-25 runs. So India will be looking at either between 425 and 450 runs for Australia as their first innings total. And in this, what I am anticipating is when India goes on to bat, I would prefer that Rohit Sharma open with KL Rahul, where KL Rahul can play a traditional opener's role, where you can just play a sheet anchor role and try to hold one end up. Whereas Rohit Sharma can play the first 10-15 overs and then he can play his shots like what Virendra Sehwag used to do for India or Matthew Hayden used to do for Australia, or even Chris Srikanth used to do for India. So you have to make sure that in one end we have someone like KL Rahul who plays as a sheet anchor role, and then on the other end we should look for runs. And Rohit Sharma has done this before. If he plays 10-15 overs, he has a tendency to go on to score a big 100. Let's see. And Australians will be raring to go. They would like to get India all out by 200 or so. But still, the Indian batting lineup, in my view, is pretty strong. If they play to their potential, I think they can score 400 odd runs in the first innings as well. So let's see how the day three pans out. But at the end of the day, day's play on day two, it looks like Australia has a huge advantage in terms of number of runs that they have scored on the board, and their fast bowlers will be able to come and put pressure on the Indian batsmen. So that's it for me today. I'll come back to you with my thoughts on the third day's play after the third day's play is over. Till then, take care.